On this episode of Geek Dad Life, we're going to review the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive VHS-style Tron figure from Diamond Select Toys. Hey everybody, and welcome to Geek Dad Life. It's your host, Jay Glatfelter here. More and more of my San Diego Comic-Con exclusives are coming in the mail, and this Tron figure came in today, and it's one I was super excited about. There are two reasons for that. One, I love the original Tron arcade game, and of course, the original movie and the fantastic original toys. The first episode I ever posted on this channel was a hunt to find a tabletop arcade version of the Tron arcade games. The other reason I'm excited for this figure, it's actually kind of a random version of the Tron character. It's based off the back of the original clamshell VHS release of Tron. That's it. That's the only place we've seen Tron look this way from the original film. So it's really cool that, for a Comic-Con exclusive, they made this figure. I've already bought a few of the Tron Diamond Select Toys figures, but I have yet to open any out of the package. But this Tron figure demands to be taken out. The paint applications and darker color of the figure will really look awesome under a black light, so I picked up a black light for this review. Like a lot of San Diego Comic-Con exclusives, the packaging is a big part of this figure, and it's really cool. It echoes the feel of the original VHS clamshell for the Tron movie. Now, I brought in here the same type of clamshell that was used for the Tron film. I don't actually have that version of Tron on VHS, but you can see how closely it echoes those old school Disney VHS tape clamshells. Now, the front cover shows more of the original Tron poster than what the VHS tape had, which I'm fine with. It's such an iconic movie poster. I kind of would rather have it here anyway. And on the back, it sticks much closer to the original VHS tape. It kind of has to, because that one picture is what has inspired this figure, and it actually has the same type of look and pose the same way as that original VHS picture of Tron. You also have some cross-sell artwork for some of the other Tron figures that Diamond Select Toys has released. And before you can open up this clamshell, you have a nice little ode to the old school Disney VHS tapes, that kind of foil sticker showing you this is a genuine Disney tape inside. Opening up this clamshell, we have two things. We have accessories on the left side, as well as an awesome translucent red Tron stand. And on the right, there's actually a neat little piece of paper kind of looking like a Tron VHS tape, and kind of comparing it to a real old school Disney VHS tape. It's about the same size, so that's a neat little add on there. It's just a piece of paper that's kind of attached there. There's no tape or anything like that. You can just easily remove it and see this fantastic Tron figure underneath. Taking this Tron figure out of the packaging, if you own any other Tron figures, or really any other Diamond Select Toys collectible figures, you kind of know what to expect here. Similar feel, similar quality. It's on the taller side of that 7-inch scale, almost at 7.5 inches standing on the stand, and has 23 points of articulation. And while Diamond Select Toys never blow you away on their head sculpts, but where they do shine is really in the minute details that they'll put into a figure. And that is absolutely true on this San Diego Comic-Con exclusive VHS-style Tron figure. Mainly because it actually has all the little paint details, and there's so many details on the original Tron costumes that they wore. If you watch that awesome Prop Culture episode on Disney Plus, you can see how much little line detail they put into those costumes. And amazingly, Diamond Select Toys has been able to pull that off here. It looks really, really well done. I don't really see any sloppy points when looking at this figure in hand. And the thing that I'm really excited for is to turn on the black light to see how all of this fantastic paintwork looks under that black light. So let's do that right now. Oh man, this is so cool. If anyone has played or knows of that original Tron arcade game, the black lights really make the gaming experience amazing. And, having the black light here, it just looks so freaking cool. It's like I in my Tron display, I want to somehow install a black light for that area so that it can always look this neat. Man, it is so stinking cool, and I love how, while it is under the black light, it looks just like that VHS cover. Like how the Tron is almost like glowing and bursting out of that picture. It looks that way here with the black light. It's so stinking cool. And again, you can see all of the paint detail that they did with this figure, all the little dots on his gauntlets, the Tron logo, and it really shines in the back when you turn the figure around. All of those details, all of that kind of circuitry just looks so cool. I mean, I freaking love it. If there was anything that I wish we could have done or they could have done with this is in a translucent plastic. I don't know if there is red glow-in-the-dark translucent plastic, but if they would have casted the accessories, a little kind of beam of energy following their discs, that would have been a home run for the accessories too. Like to have that glow too. It doesn't really glow the way, say, a glow-in-the-dark accessory would. You know, I'll show the original Tron figures, the accessories they came with. Just look how much they glow under the black light. So I think that would have been something that would have really set the accessories apart. Even still, the paint applications to the identity disc look great. And yeah, I just wish maybe we would have added to the translucent plastic as well. Another thing is I wish maybe there's a little bit more maybe glow-in-the-dark detail in the face so it would show a little bit more. You know, in the black light, you can see the face is really hard to see. But other than that, like, it is so stinking cool under the black light. I mean, I could just sit here and look at it all day. Just watch video footage of this figure under black light all day long. Gonna hit some nitpicks here. Now the hands, I've had this problem with Diamond Select figures before, like even the Ghostbuster figures. Being able to hold the accessories is never a hallmark trait of the Diamond Select toys, and the same is here. It's really hard to get this Tron figure to hold the identity disc, especially with the stream. Without the stream, it's almost impossible. With the stream, it's a little bit thick enough for it to hold it. And then on the articulation side, while it has 23 points of articulation, the head can't really look up. So, you know, that iconic poster that's included on the packaging, you know, of Tron looking up towards his identity disc, which was also part of Tron Legacy, he can't do it. He can get the arms up there, but he can't look up at the disc like he does on the poster. Not the end of the world, because I'm posing him as you see on that VHS cover, but really, if you're gonna make a Tron figure, or really any action figure, it should be able to do at least its most iconic pose, and that poster is arguably the most iconic Tron pose. So would have loved for the articulation in the head to allow it to look up just like that poster. Now, it's not really applicable here, but I do love looking at the vintage figures because that's my true love. And let's go side by side with the original Tomy Tron figure. And as you can see, that identity disc really glows under the black light, but not much else. So obviously, you know, when they're making those toys back in the 80s, they weren't optimizing for black lights the way the original 80s arcade game did. But still pretty cool. And then out of those black lights, you can again kind of take a look at the two figures. So this is my second Comic-Con exclusive figure to arrive in mail, and so far it's my favorite one, mainly for my love of Tron, but just how awesome this thing looks under blacklight. The Baxter Stockman glow-in-the-dark feature was great, and I'm sure I just got the blacklight now, see how it looks. I'm sure it'll be fine, but man, this Tron figure is so cool, so unexpected, and such a simple kind of variant here. It's really just a paint variant, but man, it looks so stinking cool. I am super pumped to have this one in my collection, so obviously it's gonna get the Geek Dad Life buy rating. Definitely check out some of my other videos on my channel, like one of my most recent videos, as well as this video that YouTube wants you to check out. And this channel shares the nostalgic passions of an 80s and 90s kid that grew up to be a geek dad. So if that sounds like something you'll like, hit subscribe, and click on that bell icon to be notified when the latest episode of Geek Dad Life drops. That'll do it for this episode. We'll see you all next time. Hasta luego, and goodbye.